Take this overboard now.
What's poppin', Rice Krispie treats? It's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I am here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12, episode 20. I drop videos Monday through Sunday. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only and not to be taken literally or figuratively. Okay, if that works for you, then let's get into tonight's review. But before we get into the review, tomorrow, Thursday, I have two new videos that I am dropping, two new series videos that hopefully take off. So the first one will be the Christian Siriano runway fashion show. I have the actual fashion show on my channel for you to watch. I break down my favorite looks from the fashion show. So if you're a fashion girl like me, I hope you all tune in. And then I have a this or that video. This is going to be a new series after my review of Married to Medicine, and we had a debate over whether or not you like Hellman's mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, and y'all roasted me. Y'all was like, y'all love Hellman's and Dukes and everything else. I was like, let's do a this or that. Which one do you prefer? So this week's episode will be this or that, Coke or Pepsi. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for those videos. And I'll be dressing up this Friday for the Bell Collective reunion part 1. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Now let's get into tonight's video. The episode begins with Dorit telling Kyle over FaceTime about Crystal's party and how Lisa left early because she was still so traumatized by what happened with Kathy. Kyle is on the set of the new Halloween film, and Kyle was like, her anger was directed towards me. Lisa didn't want to tell me what she said because it would hurt me. And in her confessional, she was like, I don't even think I want to know. And just being so damn dramatic about the whole situation. And I'm like, Kyle, we would feel for you if you were actually a decent sister, but you're one of the most horrible sisters we've ever seen in reality show television history. So it's just like, you get what you give, darling. I don't even blame her if she cussed your ass out from Sunday to goddamn Monday. Like, no, nobody cares. But Sunday and Monday is next to each other, Keisha. Well, Sunday to Wednesday or Friday. So we then see Erika in therapy with that therapist lady from VH1. And the therapist basically is saying that, she's grieving her losses of her marriage, her finances, all of these different things. And Erika, is emotional and she starts to cry. She has on no makeup. Her hair is in a messy little bun and a sweatsuit on. And Erika was like, the therapist was like, these people were harmed. And she was like, I was harmed too. I'm afraid. I'm very, very afraid. And this is our problem with Erika, because it's like anytime you mention these people and what they're going through, she always got to throw in there what she going through. Girl, once again, you're still living better than most people. You still are living a very rich lifestyle, darling. So stop with all the Me Too bullshit. Like, sit down. It's not like you living in a goddamn one bedroom studio apartment. You still out here wearing designer from head to toe, still got a glam squad, still starting business, still stay in a multi-million-dollar home with a pool in the backyard, still traveling the world, but you're suffering? Okay, girl. All right. So it's the day of Erika's pop-up shop, and they're discussing Kathy being in the blogs. She has somebody there from People magazine interviewing her, and Erika says she doesn't know how they got this information about what happened in Aspen. She doesn't know anything. I'm sure you don't. And I am a Caucasian older white woman. Girl, get out of here. You know damn well who been spilling the tea to these damn people. You and that damn Lisa Rinna. Because Lisa Rinna for sure has a relationship with Radar Online. So stop it with the foolishness. Ugh. Sutton surprisingly comes and shows her support. Kathy is not there. Garcelle isn't there because Garcelle had to work, but I wouldn't have really went no way, but okay. We then see Lisa talking to Dorit over at the bar, and she was like, girl, I got on a rented Tom Ford suit. Girl, you can rent anything nowadays. Girl, we know you rent your clothes. We already know. I already figured it out that you rent your shit because first of all, remember them shit. Lisa didn't start actually putting effort into her outfits until like the last maybe like 3 years. Other than that, like she was never known for really her fashions, and you could tell she had somebody styling her. And we already know it's been said plenty of times that a lot of these housewives rent their outfits for the show and stuff like that. So that's not a big deal to me. Like the fact that she up here whispering about it. We know you broke over there in that broke down house, girl. Sit down. So Lisa, like I said, and Dorit are chopping it up. And Dorit tells her that Kathy, in fact, called her and said that she was ashamed of her behavior and how it was more about Kyle than anything else. But we then see them talking about the fact that Kathy did an IG live where she was saying that she didn't throw things and she wasn't having a tantrum. And Lisa was like, you know, that's a lie. You know, like I was there. She flat out is lying. And once again, if you ain't got no video, if you ain't got no audio, sis, I don't believe shit that's coming out of Lisa Rinna's mouth because Lisa Rinna is a calculated, cunning ass devil. And please believe, if Kathy Hilton was saying all of these disparaging, horrible things and it was just y'all two, y'all was the only two in the house, you locked yourself in the room according to you. Why didn't you pull out your phone to record any of this? You didn't record any of it for proof because you're lying. Once again, do I believe that Kathy was dogging Kyle out, was saying shit about Kyle? Absolutely, because Kyle was acting like a mean girl the whole goddamn trip and choosing her friends over her fucking sister. And now Kathy got to witness it firsthand everything that Kim went through all those seasons. So yes, she was going off about her sister. Was it right? No. Did she do it around the wrong person? Absolutely, because she had to have been drunk to be talking like that in front of Lisa, knowing that Lisa ain't shit. But once again, Kyle is a horrible sister, so I don't even feel bad about it. I would have stood on exactly what I said. Yep, I said it. Who gonna check me? All right. So the girls then sit down and talk, and they talking about Aspen again. And they're talking about that it all started when it didn't start with no conga line. Apparently it started because Kathy requested that the DJ play Billie Jean. And the DJ didn't want to. Now, you know, she was best friends with Michael Jackson coming up. So, you know, they had to really have hurt her feelings. Like, how the fuck you not gonna play the king of pop? Like, sir, have you lost your mind? And Billie Jean is the shit. Have you really lost it? And here go Crystal in her confession. Am I the only one that knows playing Michael Jackson is problematic? How is it problematic, girl? How? He ain't R. Kelly. He ain't never been convicted of nothing. Stop it with the foolishness. I'm so sick of you wanna be woke bitches. Now you got it wrong with that one, Crystal, because the king ain't did shit to nobody. All right? Okay? Them little damn kids was lying on that damn man. Anywho, so Diana makes a comment that Kathy, you know, was born into this lifestyle, you know, how, and that she herself, Diana herself, you know, married into it. She didn't learn the game until years later. And Erika makes a comment, so no, she was married into it. She was married into it. And I'm like, bitch, first of all, if you know anything about the Hiltons, you know they was already in the entertainment history, already in Hollywood circles before a goddamn Hilton even came into their life. So yes, she already was born into this lifestyle. Hating asses. Anywho, so Sheree then tells the group about Kathy being visibly shaken with anger at the hat shop. Because she said when she was coming into the hat shop, she saw Kathy outside so mad that she was shaking. And so Lisa was like, oh, so this all started when I ordered Kendall's tequila. Oh, okay. She is so jealous of the Kardashians. And you wonder why this bitch never won a daytime Emmy. Your acting is horrible, Lisa. You knew exactly what the fuck you were doing at that damn hat shop when you ordered that girl's tequila over hers. You knew that would get under her fucking skin. Do I ever in my life think that Kathy Hilton is jealous of the Kardashians? Absolutely fucking not. Because Kathy Hilton is the type of woman who would never want her daughters, her children, period, to be associated with being whores. I'm sorry. And sleeping their way to the top. Why do you think it was such a big scandal when Paris' ex-boyfriend put her sex tape out there? Now, Paris's sex tape was on some bullshit, on some revenge porn type shit. She didn't put it out there for hype or attention because she already had it. Whereas Kim did it for clout, for attention, for fame, and for money. And she followed the blueprint of seeing that Paris's sex tape made Paris infamous, even though it was something that she never, plotted to do or anything like that. So absolutely not is Kathy Hilton jealous of the Kardashians, because if she ever wanted to have that fame, because that's the only thing that she really didn't have, she had fame, but it wasn't to the magnitude of the Kardashians because she never cared that much to have it. The Hiltons could have been had a reality show. The Hiltons, child. It would have been fabulous, honey. Fabulous. I'm pretty sure Kyle's ass would have been on that one. She would have made sure her ass was on that damn reality show, because let's not forget how she was riding her niece Paris's coattails on The Simple Life. Ooh! Anywho. So, where was I at? So Lisa was like, she said things about all of you. She said some really horrible things about all of you. And she was like, me and Garcelle actually came out the best. Girl, okay. So we then see Kathy visit Kyle. And, she's trying to be funny, talking with a country accent and all of this stuff to ease the tension. She immediately apologizes for ranting and venting her feelings. And she says that she didn't think that it would get back to Kyle. And she says that she was feeling away because Kyle was talking about her clothes the whole time, and it was making her feel insecure. Kyle, in her confessional, says that she don't feel like that was what her sister was mad about at all, because then she goes on to say that Kathy is always cracking jokes at other people's expense and pulling pranks. I'm like, a prank is different from you constantly making fun of your sister's attire. And you made it your point to talk about everything that she had on. You were already making her feel like an outsider and like she wasn't your sister in the first place. It was like Kyle gets the joy out of being the it girl. Because think about it. Kathy was the it girl because she was the older sister. Back in the day, Kathy looked just like Paris. Paris gets her looks from her mother. She was beautiful. And then she meets this rich man and becomes this rich socialite. Then you have Kim, who was a child actor, very known, very popular. And then you have Kyle, the brunette, had bit parts here and there, but nobody really tripped off her. You know what I'm saying? She was the lesser known out of the three sisters. So now she has her lane and her fame and everything. And it's like she loves to rub it in both of her sisters' faces. Now, I don't know if they themselves treated her differently as a child, but it's obvious that she's getting off on this stature of life that she's in. So, Kyle says, you were yelling at me in front of everybody. I mean, it's not the first time you've yelled at me, but it was the first time you've done it in front of people like outside of the family. And Kathy was like, I'm mostly sorry about what I said back at the house. Like, what I was saying was fucked up and I was wrong. Apologizes again for the second time. Kyle was like, I don't feel like I've had the support of my sisters in a long time, and she gets to doing that crying shit that she does. And you don't even know if it's real coming from Kyle because she is a fucking actress. So is it real or is it fake? But what you mean you don't feel like you've had the support of your sisters when you've never given your sisters any type of fucking support? So make it make sense, girl. So Kyle was like, if someone hurts me, I have to protect myself, blood included. And I'm like, vice versa, because they sure need to protect themselves against your ass, your flip-flopping ass, bitch. So, Kathy was like, and I feel like when I call you, like I'm pestering you because you don't barely answer, you don't text me back. And Kyle was like, you called me to rant. And in her confessional, she was like, Kathy doesn't ask me how I'm doing, what I got going on in my life. She will text me and be like, I'm about to call you right now. It's important. And call to vent and rant about whatever's going on in her life. And she was like, she be on pins and needles because she don't know if the wrath is about to come to her or what. And she was like, I that's why I avoid her. Now, in this instance, I can understand where Kyle is coming from because, child, my mama get on my nerves, child. Like when my mama calls me, and it's sad, y'all, my head instantly begins to hurt because I know it's going to be something that is going to irritate me and something ridiculous. So I can very much understand that from Kyle. I wouldn't want to answer the phone either. So Kathy was like, you're a great mom. I'm so proud of you. And mom would be proud of you too. And she was like, come here and give me a hug. They hug and Kyle cries and all this shit. And you can tell that Kathy had the role of being big sister / mom. She probably was the one having to watch Kyle while their mother was on set with Kim. And then you can also tell that when their mom died, she really stepped into the role of mom of the family. And that's why she can tell Kyle, she has this like hold over Kyle where it's just like, I'm the mom, I'm the big sister, don't disrespect me, don't talk back to me, watch yourself type of thing. So it makes me wonder, does Kyle act like this to show her I'm an adult now and you can't control me type of time? So then she lets her know that Lisa is on her way over there, and if she wants to have a conversation with her, she can. So Kathy was like, all right. So she decides to stay so she could talk to Lisa. So then we switch to Erika visiting Sutton at her home, child. And Sutton got Popeye's chicken on fine china, and I lived. I got my whole entire life because that's some shit that I would do. Y'all having these hoity-toity ass parties, bitch. Every fucking event I have my good china out and get takeout food from the Applebee's, from Fridays, from Red Lobster. This is what y'all hoes gonna eat. This, I ain't gonna be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on private chefs. Nah, bitch, I'm gonna spend a few hundred and y'all gonna get this all you can eat. I lived for it. Of course, Erika lived for it too. They sit down and talk, and Sutton was like, I just want to ask that you don't lash out at people anymore. And Erika agrees because she knows she's been acting a donkey. And they discuss her trigger word, which is victims, which I don't understand how that's a trigger word for you, but all right. Sutton was like, it would just be better if you had some compassion in your voice. And Erika was like, I would like some compassion too. There she go again. Like, she just can't never be like, you know what? You're right. It always got to come back to her. And that's the narcissism right there. It's like, girl, get off your own dick. You are just, oh God, like, whew, like she ain't learned not a damn thing. So we again go back to Kyle's house and Lisa arrives. And they sit down and Kathy was like, I came here to apologize. She's doing the little country voice again. And Lisa like, okay, don't really understand what's going on. But all right. So she then points out in her confessional that Kathy has on the same shirt that she had that night at the club when she had her so-called breakdown. And I was like, and? Like, so what? She wore it again. Who cares? So Kathy apologizes to Lisa. And Lisa was like, I was shook. I've never seen you like that. And then Lisa starts to psychoanalyze this woman like she done went to college and got her master's degree in psychology. And I'm looking at her like, girl, Kathy better than me, because I would have started laughing. I would have been like, girl, you the last person. You better get somewhere and sit down and get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit. Now, I apologize, but we not about to go there. But Lisa knew exactly what she was doing. She was provoking this woman. She was trying to get under her skin to have her blow up so she could be like, see, this is what I was talking about. See, you guys, see, you wanted to say I was lying. And Kathy didn't take the bait. And I was so happy for Kathy. So Lisa was like, you said some big things about everyone. I think you need help. I know you lying. I need help. Oh, okay. So Kathy was like, and I feel like you could be very unkind too. And Lisa was like, oh, we're going there. And Kathy was like, but see, you don't want to hear that though. Lisa was like, this isn't about me. And Kathy says, her friend is going through cancer and she hasn't even talked to Kyle about that. She's going through her own things and, that contributed to what she had, going on during the Aspen trip. And she begins to cry. And Kathy was like, I don't have problems with people. I don't get into it with people. And she like darts her eyes over at Renna. And Lisa was like, what you looking at me like that for? She was like, because I don't have problem with people. Lisa was like, I'm sorry, Kathy. You're not going to get away with it with me. Girl, who the fuck are you? You ain't Jesus. You ain't my mama. What you going to do? Whoop me? Who the fuck are you? I don't give a fuck. Girl, just let me on this show for 5 minutes. For 5 fucking minutes. So she was like, you're not going to gaslight and manipulate me. Let's talk about the names you called people. Do you remember me locking myself in the room? You had a psychotic break. And even Kyle looked and was like, girl, you are doing the most. Like, okay. Like even Kyle with her face called bullshit. And you should have called it to her face like, girl, she said sorry. You reaching now. Have several. That would have been a great moment for you, Kyle. But once again, you was pussy and didn't say nothing and let this woman sit up here and berate your sister like she's some 5-year-old. So Kathy in her confession was like, I can't imagine that anybody could scare Lisa Renna. She got physical with my sister Kim. Like, come on now. Exactly. Ain't nobody scaring that bitch. If anything, she gonna scare somebody. And once again, the pot calling the kettle black. You want to talk about she had this manic moment and she was so angry when you've been the person that yell and scream and do all of this stuff. But I guess that wasn't a breakdown. Oh, okay. So, Lisa was like, you are fucking angry. Kyle was like, this is my sister and you're like a sister to me. Y'all like, she basically want them to just like stop and figure it out. But nah, fuck that. That's your sister at the end of the day. Like you said, Lisa is like a sister. She ain't your sister at the end of the motherfucking day. And that bitch wouldn't throw water on you if your ass is on fire. So choose wisely. So once again, Kathy apologized. This lady did apologized like 7 times at this point. And Lisa was like, I just want to know where the hatred comes from. You got to figure out why you have a black heart. And at that point, Kathy was like, girl, let me go. Because I see exactly what this bitch is trying to do. She trying to get me to go off and I'm not going to fall for it. Like you and your bad haircut can kiss my black ass. So she was like, I'm done. I'm about to go. So Kyle in her confession was like, I can see Kathy is trying to keep her cool because she has to apologize. But Lisa is pushing it. Once again, why didn't you say that to her, Kyle? Now, that was the end of the episode. I see on the season finale episode next week that Kyle is going to start seeing through the bullshit. But it's just like, I don't even know at this point. I don't know if it's like too little too late because you already knew what was going on. I feel like, I don't know. I just can't fuck with these hoes. I just really can't. I can't wait for this reunion. I really cannot wait for the reunion. Overall, though, I'm going to give tonight's episode a B minus. A B minus. Because I'm just sick of Lisa. I really hope they fire her. Teach her ass a lesson. Because she been out here wilding, calling herself the LeBron James of Bravo Housewives. Girl. Oh, girl. If you are the LeBron James of Housewives, then I guess I'm goddamn Larry Bird. Girl. Girl, oh, she's so tired. She is so tired. Anywho, thanks for watching this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.